Hello and welcome to the Wind Environmental Services video support series. In this tutorial, I will guide you through the process of exploring your raster embedded data sets using ArcMap, ArcReader, and finally ArcExplorer. With our raster embedded data set already loaded in ArcMap, let's start here. The first thing we'll do is use the Wind Image Show Photo tool. With it selected, let's hover over an image point and view its thumbnail. If we double click this thumbnail, we'll launch the Wind Image Editor. Inside the Wind Image Editor, we can edit the image itself, apply color changes and transformations, even edit the image EXIF data. Let's close the editor and move back to the map. Next, hover over that point again. If we right-click on the image thumbnail, we can add the image to the layout, add all of the embedded images to the layout, or save the image. Now let's move away from Wind Image. First we'll use the Identify tool, then we'll use the Attribute table. The Identify tool and the Attribute table are native to ArcGIS, and Wind Image is not required to perform these actions. Let's select another point on the map and click on it. In the Identify table, let's scroll down to the raster section. Here we will click on the mountain icon. When we click on the mountain icon, it will launch the ArcGIS raster viewer. We can resize the image, move the viewer around, and of course we have standard zooming, panning, viewing functions. Let's close the viewer and the table and move on to the Attribute table. If we right-click on the Base Map Photos layer, we'll select its Attribute table to open. And in its Attribute table, let's scroll over to the raster area. In the raster section, let's click on a raster field and click its little arrow. Here we see a thumbnail of the embedded image, and if we click on this thumbnail, we get a much better view of the image itself. Of course, the standard zooming, panning, viewing functions are available here as well. Let's close these. That concludes the ArcMap section. Let's move on to ArcReader. In ArcReader, once again, we will select its Identify tool, and the process is pretty similar. Let's click on a point on the map. In the Identify table, let's move down to the mountain icon once again and click on it. And here again we have the ArcGIS raster viewer. We can resize it as before, same zooming, panning, viewing options. Let's close these. And let's move on to ArcExplorer. In ArcExplorer, you'll notice we don't have the Identify tool, we simply have the Panning tool. With the hand, let's select a point on the map and click on its lower section. In the box that comes up, we'll see the information about the image itself, its GPS coordinates, etc. And if we scroll down a little further, we'll see a thumbnail of the image itself. It's good to note here that if you click on this image, the image itself will be loaded into your default image viewer or editor. Let's close the editor, close this box, and this concludes our Exploring Raster Embedded Datasets video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any issues or questions, email us at support@windenvironmental.com. Have a good day.